So you've got that brilliant business idea, right? That little spark? Well, today we're going to talk about how to turn that spark into a powerful, concrete plan that can actually get you funded and launched. Let's dive in.
Yeah, I bet you do. It's that what if that kind of keeps you up at night. You see a problem out there and you just know you have the solution. But an idea, no matter how great it is really just the beginning. You need something that can build a bridge from your mind to the real world, something that can convince other people to join you on this journey. So what is that one essential tool? It's a business plan. But wait, before you tune out, I want you to stop thinking of it as some boring, dusty document. A good business plan is two things at once. It's your personal roadmap, showing you exactly where you're going. And it's a powerful selling tool, designed to persuade people that your vision is worth betting on. So here's our roadmap for the next few minutes. We'll start with the why, your destination. Then we'll build the foundation, craft your core story, map out how you're going to execute, and finally talk about how to keep your plan alive and adapting down the road.
First things first, before you write a single word, you have to know why you're writing. What's the destination you're trying to reach with this thing?
You know, the purpose really shapes everything that follows. Are you writing this plan just for yourself to get organized and measure your progress? Or is it to finally open that dream storefront? Maybe the goal is to go out and get investors, or to map out the long-term growth for a business you already have. Knowing your specific goal, that's the crucial first step.
Okay, so with our destination set, it's time to draw the map. This is the foundational work that makes your plan credible, effective, and, professional.
And this map is built on 3 pillars. First, you have to do your research. Your plan has to be based on facts, not just guesses. Second, and this is a big one, keep it simple. And third, use a logical structure that makes it easy for literally anyone to follow your thinking.
I love this because it highlights the most underrated pillar, simplicity. You might think using a lot of complex jargon makes you sound smart, but trust me, it's a huge mistake. Your plan needs to be just as clear to a potential banker as it is to the marketing intern you might hire next year.
And this shows that logical flow perfectly. See, a strong plan isn't just a random collection of ideas, it's a structured journey. It starts with the big picture, then it moves through your market, your product, your marketing, and finally it lands on the financial proof. Each step builds on the one before it.
Now we get to the heart of it. Your business plan isn't just data and charts. It's a story. It's the narrative of your company, and you are its author.
I want you to think of the executive summary as the movie trailer for your business. It has to be short, exciting, and hit all the highlights. Because honestly, for a busy investor, this might be the only part they read. Your mission, your product, your market, your team, and what you're asking for, it all needs to be in there, making them want to see the whole film.
This right here is the single most important question your business plan has to answer. How do you take a customer from a place of frustration to a place of satisfaction? See, people don't buy products, they buy solutions. So don't just say you sell coffee, say you provide a moment of peace in a chaotic morning. Now that's a powerful story.
And hey, every good story needs a little conflict, right? Analyzing your competitors shows you're aware of the world you're about to enter. You need to understand their strengths, for sure, but more importantly, you're looking for their weaknesses. That's where you'll find your opening, your unique advantage. How are you different? Why should a customer choose you?
So, we've told the story. Now let's get practical. This section is all about the how. How are you actually going to turn this brilliant story into a successful, functioning business?
This is your action plan, and you can break it down into 4 key areas. Marketing. How will you get the word out? Sales. How will you actually sell and deliver your product? Operations. What are the day-to-day things that make the business run? And finally, management. Who are the key people making it all happen? And never ever underestimate that last one. A strong team can be just as convincing as a great idea.
Okay, let's talk money. This number isn't here to scare you, it's here to ground you in reality. Every business needs capital, and your plan needs to show exactly where that money is coming from and where it's going.
Your financial projections are where the rubber really meets the road. You've got to clearly outline your startup costs, forecast your sales, and project profit and loss. But look at that last point. Be honest and realistic. Investors have seen thousands of plans. Those wildly optimistic hockey stick graphs don't impress them. They destroy your credibility instantly. Honesty is your single greatest asset here.
It might feel counterintuitive, but talking about your risks is actually a sign of strength. It shows you've thought things through, that you're not naive. Acknowledging the challenges and having a plan to tackle them proves that you're mature and prepared.
We're almost at the end of our journey, but this is maybe the most important lesson of all. You've written the plan, but the work isn't over. The world changes, and so must your plan.
And this is the final, crucial takeaway. Your business plan is not a static document you write once and then file away in a drawer. No way. It's a living, breathing guide. As your business grows, as markets shift, as new opportunities pop up, you have to go back and update it. It should evolve right along with you.
So you have the tools, you have the structure, and you have the vision. The roadmap is in your hands. The only question left is, where will you go first?